Okay. This is us in our closet.
Yes.
Again.
But this time, I'm a little cold.
It's chilly.
I don't like this fall weather.
Is it, when it's 40 degrees, is that considered fall weather?
Listen,
I think of fall weather as breezy 65 to 75 degrees. That's fall to me. With leaves
65
falling.
to 75? 75's a little higher end on the spectrum there. 75,
All right, let's go 60 to 70.
Yeah.
62 to 71.
I like it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
That's comfortable fall weather, and it drops down. Okay, so it drops down at night to 48, 45.
Well,
but not when it doesn't get to 48 all day. That doesn't feel like fall to me.
no. But here's all these people on Snapchat and Instagram being like, oh, I love sweater weather. Screw off. I don't like sweater weather.
Do you think the people just have invested a lot of time and money into their sweater collection and they missed it?
Maybe, but there's nothing about me that I do not. I put on a sweater yesterday and it really put me in a bad mood. Like I went from like being fine to being, I've got to put this sweater on. Now I'm instantly grumpy. Instantly.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
I don't like it.
And you know what? I thought it was me, but I'm glad to know it was a sweater.
I don't mind. Okay, so if we're going to go sit outside at a bonfire and I want to put on a hoodie, yeah, I mean, I'll put on a hoodie, get some coffee, go get kind of warm by the fire. But I'm talking, I'm cold.
You're always cold. You have a blanket in July on our couch.
Which is why I shouldn't live in flippin' Charleston, West Virginia. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I need to get my fall clothes out tomorrow that's sitting right behind me in the closet in that stupid bucket that they need to stay there because why do I need these? I live at the beach, but I don't.
That's not a bucket.
Well,
buckets are what, when you go to a well or a well,
well, okay.
and you like pull water up, it's in a bucket. Have you ever done that?
No, I have not.
Neither have I. Remember when people used to fall in wells? Do you remember that? Like when we were in high school, middle school, it was like every once in a while some kid would step on a well they didn't know was there, and it would be like this huge search. We didn't even have Twitter. We didn't have Instagram.
Oh, my gosh.
And everybody knew about it because people actually watched the news back then.
Yeah, but I wonder, how do you fall into a well? I mean, I know it's happened.
Well, I think what they do is someone didn't seal it up good. You know, they just took it's not a well like
elevated from the ground, though, where you have to like get up and look down into it?
Not necessarily. I think the ones people fall into are like manholes that were just covered up.
Okay, well, I could see that happening.
A kid falls in it, they fall.
Yeah.
I don't know how deep a well goes.
Gosh, that would be scary.
Deep enough to get water, but not get lava. Because lava's in the center of our earth, but it's a good ways down, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. But you said Twitter a minute ago, and it just reminded me. So, Jeff sends me a snap the other day, and he's at lunch with this kid, right? Well,
yeah.
He's not a kid.
Well, he's 22
he's an adult.
years old.
I mean, he's an adult in the insurance industry.
It's his first job, I think. He was visiting me, and he works for an insurance carrier, and he's wanting us, he's wanting to work with us and us to sell his product. But yeah, he's 22. We went to lunch. We're chatting. And he says to me, he starts out a story. Because I'm personable, I'm not going to jump into business. We'll talk a little business,
right.
But we're gonna talk.
That's
and
what
we're gonna
makes
know
you a
each
good
other.
salesperson.
Because if I like you, I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell for you. I'm going to push my people to sell for you. But we're sitting there talking, chatting, and he starts telling me the story, and then he stops and he goes, "Are you familiar with Twitter?" And I wanted to reach across the table and just grab him by the shirt.
Did you feel so old? Because he's looking at you like, I wonder if this old dude knows about Twitter.
Well, and the thing is I say, of course I know what Twitter is. I was like, I have daughters that are in high school. I have a Twitter account. I know Instagram. I know Snapchat. And he goes, oh, okay, I'm sorry, because my parents, they don't really know it. He's like, I just got my mom on Snap.
Oh, no.
He's like, I just signed her up for Snapchat because she always wants to send back and forth pictures on our text, and it's such a pain to do that. And we could just do snaps. And now she's really judgmental about my stories because I guess they're religious. We know all about that.
Yeah.
So she's like, you're going to be an alcoholic. You have a craft beer with dinner every night.
That's so funny.
But anyway, I digress.
It just makes you feel...
It made me feel so old.
Oh,
and then on
I
the
know.
way back to my office, I caught myself saying, I remember when I was your age.
Oh, no,
And I
Jeff.
just stopped and said, never mind.
I get to feel this, though, almost on a daily basis, because the people the one person that I work with in the gym, he's young as well, and I find myself feeling very, very old. Even though he says I may be 42, but I don't seem like a 42-year-old,
No, you
which
don't.
I guess is nice. But I just think it was hysterical when you sent me that snap, and it was this kid, and he was like, he just asked me if I knew what Twitter was. But you blew him away with Marco Polo. He didn't know what that was.
I did. I was like, hey,
maybe that's an old person app. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that Facebook's not cool anymore. Because I was like, Facebook's not cool. And he
Facebook
was
is
like,
cool.
No, it's not.
What's wrong with Facebook?
Facebook's out, man.
No, it's not. Facebook is alive and well. Why?
For
That's
us
why my
old
phone.
people?
That's why my phone is going off right
For
now.
old people?
No, Runyon.
And for businesses.
No, Facebook is.
It's like you know what Facebook is now? It's LinkedIn Lite. You know what else it is?
LinkedIn is whatever.
And you know what else it is? It's freaking Political Central 101. I was talking to a guy the other day. He said, "Oh, right now? No,
yeah.
He said, "I actually delete the app until after all the elections." He said, "I can't stand all the people's personal opinions and the fighting, and the stupid stuff about
I can
politics."
understand that. I can understand that. But Facebook is a wonderful thing. I'm looking at it right now, and I would not have. Look at this.
No, I like
No,
Facebook.
listen. Don't. I wouldn't have these pictures of our daughter if it weren't for my friend sharing them, because she took pictures of homecoming.
She has a sweet camera too.
I know. Look how clear these pictures
Dude,
are.
do you save
Lori,
them with the
way to
little tab
go.
up there?
I don't know. But what I'm saying is, if it weren't for Facebook, I would not have any of these pictures.
Did that say "Yo Mom" on his head?
Yo, Mom. Yams?
Oh, now I see it.
What's yams?
Yams. See, we're old.
We
Maybe
are
we should
old.
look on Urban Dictionary.
He's the guy that I always say, Maddie, why is your friend high? And she's like, Mom, he's really not high.
He does look high.
He does, but she said his eyes are always like that. Anyway, that's beside the point. But I'm just saying, if it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't have these pictures unless she texts them to me, I guess. But
Do you
still,
save them?
I'm going to save them.
You're going to forget.
No, I'm not. They're on my phone when I turn it back on. But anyway, but Facebook isn't maybe not for the young ones, but whatever. I just thought it was a funny story. And I feel old on a daily basis too, because another reason why I feel old, maybe I've talked about this before, and if I have, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it again. But in the gym, there's a few younger people that come.
That's right.
Excuse me.
Yams.
I was in the middle of saying something.
Finish up.
Okay. I feel, because sometimes in the gym, there's a few people that come in that I used to babysit. I used to change these kids' diapers. And it's really, really strange because they're coming in and they're like huge. You know what I'm saying? And
Do you think about changing their diapers now?
No, that's disgusting,
Do you
Runyon.
see them and you're like, wow, it'd be weird to change your diaper now?
No, I do not think that
Like,
at
give 'em
all. I think
A pacifier.
no, I do not think that at all.
That's a creepy fetish, I think.
You
people
are
have.
so weird right now. I'm just saying, it makes me feel old. Like, how can you be in here lifting weights when I had to carry you up the steps? That's kind of what I am. Okay, he looked up yams. What does
All
that
right,
mean?
yams.
Because yams was on this kid's head. I don't understand.
I'm going to tell you all about yams. And it makes sense now. And I love it. I'm going to use it. Yams, a ghetto donk, commonly referred to as booty. Let me give you an example. Tanner says, yams, exclamation point, exclamation point. Heath says, damn.
It's...
Tanner saw a chick with nice yams.
So
booty.
that's a butt?
Yes, it's booty.
Why does he have that written on his head then?
Because he loves booty, which I already knew that. But who doesn't?
But who writes it on their forehead?
Really? He's a high school kid.
Okay, I know, but like, what's the point of writing it on your head?
Because you do stuff to be funny.
I really wish I could call
to
this
make
kid
your
right
friends,
now, but he's at homecoming probably.
You make your friends. You make your friends laugh. They're like, you see, what's his face? He had yams on his head.
When we get off this podcast, let's write yams on our head and take
Let's
a picture and send it to Maddie and say, send this to your friend that always looks high.
Hi, friend.
Why is my phone not working? Because there's another,
Yams.
what are those called?
Wait. Oh, that's the second definition. A big, fat, juicy ass. So it's not just a regular booty.
Okay.
It's a big, fat, like yours. Like yours, you got yams.
Okay, so another thing, let me tell you, since we're talking about this type of thing, I was at the gym today, and I was showing Chaz some old pictures of when I was chunky. And Chaz is the young guy I work with. Okay, he's like 22, 23.
Right, yeah, Chaz is cool. I like Chaz.
I was showing him pictures, and I was like, I had some rolls, right? Like, I was chunky. And he goes, "Oh my gosh, Angie, it's almost like you could have a F.U.P.A." And I'm like, "A what?"
F.U.P.A.
And he goes, "You don't know what a F.U.P.A is?" I said, "Spell it." He said, F.U.P.A. I was like, "No, what is it?" He wouldn't tell me. He was like, "Just look it up." I'm like, "Chaz, just tell me, what's a F.U.P.A?" He goes, "I can't." And he started blushing. Yeah, he started blushing. And I'm like,
he's such a gentleman for 22.
He is. Because most 22-year-olds would be, "It's a book," you know?
Yeah.
So he was like, "Please just look it up." So I did. And it's a F.U.P.A is a fat upper, I'm just going to say pelvic area. So it could be there's two different P words you could use there, one female, one male. So it's a fat upper.
And they both start with a P.
That's what I just said. It's a fat upper. I did just say that. You can rewind it back. Don't give me that look.
I'm giving you a look like I'm just helping you out, yo.
Okay.
I'm reiterating.
Fat upper pubic area. Most commonly pronounced F.U.P.A, I just said. And in the example of an Urban Dictionary, the sentence they use is, "Holy shit, Rosie O'Donnell has a huge effing F.U.P.A. You could almost use it as a pillow."
Oh,
that's so gross.
I've seen those big old ladies at Walmart.
So now you know what it is. And
that big old fluffy area.
He
right
said,
there.
At least he said the word "almost" before. He was like, you almost had a F.U.P.A. Anyway, I learned that.
In that one picture, I can see it.
The one with my purple tank top
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
I know, you guys. I was fluffy.
Dude, I didn't even know.
I was fluffy.
You were fluffing.
Anyway.
I was too.
So, yeah, those types of times make me feel a little bit old, but then I learn things. It's kind of nice to hang around the young people. You learn things.
Yeah, you do.
Because I'm sure that kid you went to lunch with was already... He's going to the meeting. He's like, "I know I'm going to get him, not knowing what Twitter is. I'm going to sell him schooling him on Twitter, and he's going to be so excited. He's going to sign with me," or whatever it is you all were trying to do.
Nobody is signing anything.
Okay, well, in my head, that's what you were doing. Well, what the heck were you doing then? Just going to lunch and writing it off?
No, carriers woo me. They take me to lunch. They want me to sell their product so they can make money.
Okay, so sell your product, whatever. I'm going to get him on this Twitter so he'll sell my product. He's not going to know what Twitter is because I know this guy. I saw him on LinkedIn.
Don't even start.
I saw him on LinkedIn.
That's not how
I know
it works.
he's at least 42 or 43. I'm going to go in with a Twitter sale.
Here's the problem with all the people I do business with. They haven't listened to this podcast. They haven't hung with me after 6 p.m.
Right.
They think I'm this serious guy that's all professional.
Yes.
And they don't understand how crazy I am.
I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So he probably is thinking you don't know what Twitter is. And that's how he's going to get you to sell us, whatever it is. I don't know. Anyway, it's just a thought.
No, it was good. I liked the kid. I did. I liked the kid. And see, I'm old because I'm saying kid.
Okay, so...
Because he is a kid. He's 4 years older than my oldest daughter.
I know. You could be his dad.
I could be his daddy.
Oh.
That was gross.
Okay. That takes on a whole different...
That way.
I mean, babe, if you... Okay.
All right.
That takes on a whole different...
We might have to edit that out.
No,
That's
we are not.
Creepy.
No, we are not. Jeff just said I could be his daddy.
Oh, boy.
That's gross. Anyway, moving on to more important things.
He's a good kid. I liked him.
You just said it again.
No, I'm just saying he made it clear that he thought I was old.
Right. Without outright saying it.
Right. And I am older.
You are older.
Wiser.
So listen, I want to move on from this because I really don't feel like feeling old anymore. But then this again, me saying this makes me feel a little old. Okay, so tonight, or today actually, we were going out to my mom's house in Cross Lanes. We live in South Charleston.
Yeah, people know
South
that.
Hills, whatever, in the middle there. And we needed to go to Kroger. Okay? So we needed to go to Kroger. And we stopped at the Kroger in Cross Lanes, which we're not familiar with.
We're not at all.
All I
It's
wanted...
filthy, man.
What
It's
if
the
my voice
grossest
just-
Kroger.
My voice just did something.
One of the grossest Krogers around.
It is a
by
disgusting
far. It's
Kroger,
horrible.
A. B,
It's filthy.
that's another term for disgusting, I think.
Sorry, people in Cross Lanes. It's not you.
We
it's
love
Kroger.
you.
We
No,
love
actually, I
Kroger.
hate
You know what? I
Cross
love Kroger. You know what I love about Kroger? Is the one in Cincinnati we went to. Oh, my God.
Okay, but let me get to my story because this is
Got
all
a
going to tie
bar in it.
I know.
A bar.
Here's what. Let me finish what I was trying to
Okay,
say.
yeah, go.
Okay, so we go and we just want almonds and some Premier protein shakes. Okay, that's all I needed. Okay, because we're going to my mom's house for a birthday party and she's having flipping pizza, and Angie already had cheat day yesterday and cannot have pizza. So I'm in panic mode and I'm like, crap, I got to go to Kroger to get protein shakes and almonds. I walk in there and I never go into that Kroger and I can't find either of them. I don't know where to look. I don't know what to do. And it's very frustrating.
We wandered around for a minute.
I go to where the almonds are at my Kroger. They, in fact, are not there. I go
Were
to
they with
where,
the dog food or
no,
something?
I go to where the protein is in my Kroger, and they are, in fact, not there. So I finally find the almonds at the end of the aisle with the cereal. I mean, what the freak? Who does that? They're supposed to be with the snacks, like the chips and stuff, but whatever. I can't find the protein. So Jeff and I are walking around. We go down their natural food section, and you can't see me use air quotes right now, but I'm using them. Their natural food section, which is lame, was like not even a whole aisle. It was like half an aisle, and I was like, it's not there. So I asked this guy putting away the processed deli meat. I was like, hi.
Wes.
Wes.
It was Wes, yeah.
Do
Wes
you have...
he knew more. You underestimated
I
Wes.
did, because I was like, Wes isn't going to
You
know. Look
totally
at
were
him.
like, watch this.
I
Wes
social
isn't going to
profile.
know anything.
I social profile, because Wes,
He was a
I
goofy
didn't
looking
really feel like he ever
young white dude.
drank a protein shake. He just goes straight. Anyway,
That's heavy set.
okay. So I'm like, Wes, do you have protein shakes? Yeah, they're in aisle 11.
No hesitation. Wes rocked it.
Do you know what else was in aisle 11?
What?
Shampoo and feminine products.
And protein shakes, but not the ones you like.
And protein shakes. Now tell me, why in the world would I walk down the feminine product aisle where the feminine products are and think, oh, the protein shakes must be down here?
Well, you know what? That's not really. I'm kind of wondering if protein helps with the menstrual cycle.
No, it does not. Don't even try to make it okay. That
Are
it's
you
in
sure?
Yes.
I've not done menstrual studies.
Why would you?
There's freaking gender studies now. You can get a degree in that or something.
Jeff, whatever. Back to my point. Why is it there? So I say to you, because you were there and you know I say this, Kroger, different stores, certain stores
They should be uniform.
You took my punchline.
Bam!
You came right in and you took it.
That's what I do.
I just had a turnover.
stole it.
I just had a turnover right there.
I freaking.
You stole my
wait,
punchline.
Wait. What's it called?
Well, I don't know.
What's it called?
It's called...
I vultured you.
What's a vulture? What do you mean?
I vultured you.
Is this a young kid term again?
No, this is a football term. Vultured it arose out of fantasy football because here's the deal. Okay, so I have the best running back, right? I have the best running back on the Bears. Okay, let's say that. He's killing it. He's running because you get more points for touchdowns, obviously. So they use him. They hand him the ball all the way down the field, and they get the 1 yard line. They bring up the backup. They hand it to him, and he gets the touchdown. Nobody has the backup, so he just vultured your touchdown.
Well, you just did that.
And
to
a
me.
vulture does that because vultures. You know what they do?
Yes, I know what they do. What you just did. So yes, I think Kroger, Walmart, like the big Target. What else? Publix, like grocery stores, they should all be uniform. So no matter if you're in your hometown or if you're at the beach or if you're freaking at the Grand Canyon, you go into a Kroger, the freaking almonds are where the almonds are. And the protein shakes are for the love of God, not with the menstrual cycle feminine products.
Or at least, I don't even care if they're in the same bin. Have them in the same aisle.
No, it should be uniform. It should be freaking OCD style uniform. Like, you want Cookie Crisp? They are in aisle 7 at the bottom left corner. because that's where they are in Charleston. That's where they are at Panama City Beach. And that's where they are in Manhattan, New York. Damn it. They're in that same aisle in the same spot. Is it too much to ask? Speaking of cereal, I've got another problem with the cereal aisle. It should be alphabetized. I've said this once before, and I will say it again. I am so tired of going into the cereal aisle looking for freaking... Why do I want Cookie Crisp? I must want it.
They got to keep you... You know what, though? They've got to keep things shook up. Because what happens is you buy more if you don't know. If you know exactly...
No, you don't. You don't. Because you give up. You're looking for it. No, you don't.
If you know where everything is, you're going to go and you're going to get it and you're going to leave. But if you have to look for it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like me.
Oh, true.
I'm one of these people that's like, I'm looking for it. Like when you send me for something I don't normally get, like, okay, I'm looking for cereal. I'm like... Oh my gosh, Sugar Crisp. I forgot about those.
That's a good point. Do you know I was in the cereal aisle because that's where the freaking almonds were for whatever reason. And they have Frosted Flakes with marshmallows in them.
Shut the front door.
I swear. I saw Frosted Flakes and I saw like marshmallows and like Lucky Charms have those marshmallows like where Nate only eats the marshmallow. In Frosted Flakes. Now that's new to me because I don't venture down the cereal aisle all that often.
Wait, what did I see today? I saw pumpkin something.
Well, there's pumpkin Cheerios. Dang it, I was supposed to eat that on cheat day yesterday. I wanted to try pumpkin spice Cheerios.
That's what it was, pumpkin spice.
Freak. Now I gotta wait until next week. Anyway, I think they should be uniform, for real. Just putting it out there. Am I crazy?
I have to agree with you. Because they just changed our Kroger around.
Oh, and that ticks me the freak off.
I think it looks neat in there. That's cool. But when I've got to find stuff,
you want to find it.
I don't want to go to the area where it used to be.
Right.
And guess where it is now?
It's
on the other end of the store.
Right.
So I'm going through every aisle, like looking at the signs, and I hate looking at the signs because
yes,
I get run over, or I run over, or I'm standing there in the way of somebody, or I read them for a few hours and then I start thinking about something and then I go like 4 hours without reading them, but I'm looking at them and then I'm like, shoot, I didn't even read them, but I was looking at them.
I was in there the other day, our Kroger, who they just redid, and I was looking for something. I can't remember what it was right now. Can't remember. I don't know. But anyway, I asked the lady working there and she didn't even know. She was like, honey, here's a map. We have these maps. So you can... I don't want
I want you to walk me to what I need.
I don't have time to read a map in Kroger.
You need to have Chick-fil-A come up in here and train y'all on things.
Listen, Chick-fil-A has got it together. They have it together.
I went into that Kroger at lunch one day to get something, and I needed to find something else for you, and I couldn't find it, and I found 2 women in an aisle that worked at Kroger, and I said, hey, I need to find this. What aisle can I find it in? And the one goes, this isn't my Kroger. I don't work here. I'm just here today.
Weird.
So I don't know. And the other one was like, I'm new. I just started. I'm like, why are you two together? No. Why are you two together?
Oh my gosh, she's getting
seriously.
Heated.
No, I'm like, why are you here? Why are you together? You need to get out because this ain't your Kroger. And you need to get with someone who knows what they're doing until you know what you're doing. Because I gotta find this. I'm on a time crunch. I get the pharmacy before I leave, and who knows what that's gonna be like? There might be like 3 90-year-old ladies up there asking a billion questions. You know the little button where they're like, "Do you want to talk to the pharmacist?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "No." Who says yes? I know who says yes. The freaking people in front of me usually say yes. I'm like, I ain't saying unless the pharmacist is smoking hot. I'm not asking any questions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I totally understand. Totally understand what you're saying.
I mean, I don't get it.
It's all jacked up.
You've been taking that medication for 40 years, since you were 59.
Sometimes.
Why you got questions today?
Because maybe they're lonely and they want to talk.
Do you know what? I think that's probably what it is. So I feel bad now.
Speaking of, we go in Sheets, which is amazing, by the way. I love me some Sheets. I low-key wouldn't mind working there because I just love Sheets. Yeah. Anyway.
I guarantee they have some health
Did
violations.
you just Sheets?
I'm over it, man. I'm over it. It was cool for a minute because we don't have anything like that. But
you're over Sheets?
It's like maybe 4th on my gas station list.
Listen,
4th.
Maybe I'm over you.
No.
Really?
3rd.
Wait. Okay, name one gas station above Sheets.
QT.
No.
Racetrack.
No.
Oh, that.
Racetrack. Racetrack maybe is close to Sheets. Sheets is my homie.
Have you not seen the new QTs?
Honey, we live in Charleston, West Virginia. They don't even know what QT is. It's Quick Trip, but nonetheless, I do love me some QT.
Slushy machines that you've never seen before in your life.
Okay, but listen, let me tell my story. I was in Sheetz. I love Sheetz, and fine. If you don't like Sheetz anymore, fine. You just go. You go on to freaking Speedway down the road.
Well, no, I don't.
Smells like freaking butt when you walk in there.
And too, you know what pissed me off about freaking Speedway? I went in there the other day, and the lady hurried me up that was checking me out.
See, they don't do that at Sheetz.
I went, wait, whoa. She freaking hurried me up because I was being polite. I'm in line. And there's a lady, okay, now get this, you're in line, and there's a lady in front of you that goes up there. I don't know how much she has, I don't know what she's doing, but as soon as she gets up there, she isn't up there 35 seconds, and she steps away and answers her phone. So I'm standing there thinking, well, she still hadn't bought what she needs to buy, because she didn't leave. She just stepped to the side and answered her phone, and the lady was annoyed at me. She goes, come on. And I was
no.
if my wife didn't want these protein bars, I would freaking set them on the floor right here and tell you to pick them up, and I would leave.
If you would have done that and came without my protein bars and told me you did that, it would have been fine, because that's just wrong.
It's one of those little things in life that makes me super upset.
Right. You came in clutch with those protein bars, though.
I brought it, man.
And I even called you out. I was sitting across the table from Chaz. I was hangry, y'all. And I saw Jeff coming, and I had asked him to bring me protein bars. And sometimes I ask him to bring me stuff, and he forgets. Because, we all forget, whatever. And he was walking across the parking lot. Actually, he was getting out of the car. I hadn't seen when he got out yet. And I looked at Chaz. I was like, seriously, if he forgot my protein bars, I'm going to be so mad. That's how hungry I was. He comes in with a bag, and he pulls out 3 different options for me. 3 different options. You blew Chaz away. Baby. You pulled in clutch with that, and I appreciate it. But if you would have said, I left him on the ground in Speedway because this happened, I would have been like, oh, yeah. But then I would have really still been a little bit hangry.
And you know what else she did once she got him? This is what really upset me. She took her time checking me out, and she stopped while bagging them to talk to the lady back there messing with cigarettes. And I'm like, you hurry me up and then you keep me standing here.
Oh, my gosh.
You keep me standing here. You can't put it in my bag and then talk to your friend?
I guess not.
So, anyway, I'm not a Speedway fan today.
I'm not a Speedway fan, period.
But they did have buy one Gatorade, get one for $1. Pretty good deal.
Yeah, they probably have good deals at Sheetz, too. Oh, but anyway, back to Sheetz. Let me tell you a story.
Wait, what's Chaz's full name? Because I just thought about that. Like Chaz, C-H-A-Z. What's his full name?
He's texting me right now asking if we're at Adelphia's. And I was like, nope, we're in the closet podcasting. And he said, good gosh.
He sees some good-looking people at Adelphia, I guess. Do you not know his full name?
Chaz? Allen?
No, but what's his first name? It's not just Chaz.
I do think it is.
Chazwell?
No, I think it's Chaz.
So his parents were like, let's name him Chaz.
Well, yeah.
Chaz is a name? That's an official name.
Yes, that is his name. I could call him right now.
No, I don't mean it in a bad way because I like Chaz, and I actually like the name. I think it's really cool.
I think it's Chaz.
But it's
Allen.
almost like he was like, I'm gonna spice my regular name up, and I'm gonna be called Chaz. Like
no, I
Chaz
think that's
Michaels.
Oh my gosh, no! That's his name, Chaz. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to ask him in a minute. But listen, so I'm at Sheetz. Now you took away from the story. I feel like not even telling it.
Go for it. People want to hear it.
Okay. It's really not that big of a deal, but this happens to me a lot. I'm in the bathroom at Sheetz, okay? And I go to the bathroom, I come out, and I'm washing my hands. And this lady comes out, and I am I don't even make eye contact with her, okay? I'm washing my hands, I grab the paper towel, she's like, you know what? She looks at me, and she was like, I'm really tired of greedy, stingy people. And I'm thinking, did I do something? Is she like calling me out right now? Like, I don't remember seeing you. Like, I passed you when you were going in the beer cave, but I didn't say anything to you. Like, you got beef with me? Like, I was ready to come at her, right? So I thought she was going to say something. She was like, all I asked for was $1, and he wouldn't even give me $1. And now I'm thinking,
did you ask her who? What's
happening? No, I was like, oh man, that sucks. What do I say? And she was like, he lives with me. I take care of him, provided has a terminal illness. But
dude, he's taking full advantage of that.
I asked him for $1 before I left, and he wouldn't
he should.
He wouldn't give it to me. And what do I do? I mean, do I have on my face? Please tell me.
Yeah, you have that feel about you. Like, I can talk to her.
She kept going on and on and on, like literally for 5 minutes. And I'm out there. Yeah, and I'm out there. I'm like, I know Jeff and...
Because the kids went to the car, and I went to the car to see if you were already in the car with your coffee that I just bought. I'm standing there thinking, her coffee's getting cold.
No.
Well, maybe she's in the car.
No.
So I go out and I look, and I'm like, nope, she's not in the car.
I was in the bathroom with Beer Cave Lady. She went on and on and on. And I was like, oh, man, that sucks. You know, I'm just, like, being sympathetic. And, like, but, yeah, that's not fair. I mean, you know, if he lives off you, like, I'm having this conversation. I'm like, if he lives with you.
Yeah, I know.
And, like, you provide a roof over his head. He should at least give you $1, right?
Why would you feed it? You don't know the whole story.
Well, she did have glitter on her lips.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I don't know where that came from. No.
You hesitated.
No, she wasn't. So anyway, after all that, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Thanks for letting me vent. I really needed someone to talk to. I really appreciate it. And I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. And I wanted to be like, well, it's $100. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. And then I'm walking out. She was like, oh, honey, you got toilet paper on your shoe. And I was like, oh, thanks. You know, and that was it.
She murdered that dude in his sleep last night, probably.
But she spilled her guts to me at the Sheets bathroom, and I'm a perfect stranger.
You are. You are a perfect stranger. That's why she said it to you, because she's like, gosh, that's a perfect stranger.
Oh, I don't know. So anyway, but that happens to me quite often when I'm in line. You know, people will just talk to me.
You have an inviting look sometimes. You kind of have an intimidating look sometimes,
I have been told that I've been told in certain environments I'm intimidating.
Yes.
I don't mean to be, but...
You're never really intimidating. You're very friendly with most people.
I'm intimidating when I'm mad. I still intimidate our own kids, and they know me when I'm mad.
When you're mad, you have to get mad, though, to intimidate them.
Right. But anyway, that's my story. That's what's happened. It's cold. Kroger's needs to be uniform. If you need a counseling session with me, meet me in the Sheets bathroom. I'll be glad to help you.
That's weird.
Right.
Because it sounded like you just solicited people.
No.
Bring your money.
You're so crazy.
I'll be at Sheets.
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe you put Sheets. You're not. We're going to have to talk about this.
I don't know, man. It was really cool at first.
It's still really
it's like
cool.
It's like, I feel like that's like a lot of people's marriages.
What?
Like, it's really awesome at first, but then you're like, I said some people's. Mine's amazing. I'm 20 years in, and I'm living it up.
But what gas station around here has a drive-through?
Have you even used their drive-through?
No.
Because they suck.
No.
Anyway, I can't see how they respond to a drive-through.
I haven't used their drive-through, but just knowing that it's there for my convenience warms my soul.
Okay.
Sorry.
Who uses a drive-through to gas
Why
station?
are you hating on Sheets all of a sudden?
This is bothering you.
It is. It hurts me.
I'm not hating on Sheets. I'm really glad there's one. It's not a convenient location at all. Like, you have to go way out of your way to get to it. For us, it's
not. We should. Oh, which brings up another thing real quick. So Jeff and I are talking tonight because we go to Bob Evans for dinner.
Like old people on a Saturday night. We're at Bob Evans getting breakfast and having coffee.
But we still know what Twitter is. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so we did because he wanted to go get Chinese or something, and it's not cheat day for me, and I can't have a lot of carbs today because I didn't work out, and I was starting to feel really guilty about eating rice on a day I'm not supposed to, and I was like, can we please just go and let me get eggs and a little bit of bacon at Bob Evans and some coffee because it's frickin' cold outside.
It was cold.
And just like a good husband, he's like, yeah, we can go wherever you want. So, but we were talking, and it's like, we really wanted Cracker Barrel, though.
Oh, I'd love to have had Cracker Barrel.
But the only Cracker Barrel near us is, well, not near us and not convenient. And so we started talking about how we wanted a Cracker Barrel near our house. Well, we live not off of an interstate.
I think they only put them up.
And Jeff thinks they only put them up right off of interstates. Is that true?
Is that Cracker Barrels, or is it something else I'm thinking of?
I don't know. But
there's something their strategy, or maybe it's not strategy, their philosophy, or maybe, I don't know what it is. They don't build anywhere but off of major interstates.
Right.
That's it.
So you got me thinking, and I think that you're probably right, because I can't think of a Cracker Barrel that's not like directly off an interstate.
If you think about it, you don't see a Cracker Barrel anywhere in downtowns.
Right.
Like, You don't get off an exit and go, oh, wow, there's a Cracker Barrel over there. Let's go by the mall. Or in the like mixed use area where there's other restaurants. There's just not.
No, there's not. But I really wish there were. But another thing, there used to be a Bob Evans here out where we live. We're not right off of the interstate. But it didn't make it. And
it's because it was facing the wrong way.
Oh, see, that's what I was getting at. You vultured me again. I don't get that philosophy. He thinks that the Bob Evans didn't make it at Southridge where we live because the entrance was facing the wrong way. Now, I think that's ludicrous and
Everything
crazy.
else on that road is facing where you see it when you're driving by it.
Okay, not Red Fire. Red Fire is the back.
Too.
It is the back.
The door, the front entrance is facing the same.
Absolutely is not facing the road.
Yeah, it is.
It's Jeff Runyon.
It's more facing the road than it is the corridor G.
Oh my gosh. You're so 100% wrong. We're going.
I will take you there. You're
Runyon,
crazy.
The back
Have you
of
never?
Red Fire is facing the quarter G. The
back
of
The back.
You just said Bob Evans. The door needed to be facing the road.
Right, not corridor G. The door was facing corridor G. At Bob Evans, you looked at the back of corridor G before, or you looked at the back when you pulled up.
I thought you just said that the front door needed to face the main road.
No, it needed to make the road like right out in front of. Not corridor G.
Bottom line
I
is
was
it
right
doesn't
on that.
matter. Okay, it doesn't matter where the front door is facing as long as you can see the establishment and have a sign knowing what that establishment is.
Is it closed?
What?
Is Bob Evans? Well, did they tear it down?
Yes, but I don't think it's because the door was facing the wrong way. Weirdo.
Why?
Okay, if you in your little land, if you want to think that, I think that they just didn't get enough business.
Well, they didn't because the door's facing the wrong way.
Okay, so Starbucks went in there, and Starbucks' front door is facing the road. Is it
Starbucks
going to not
is
work?
an anomaly. Starbucks is different than everybody on the planet.
There's also
you can put a Starbucks in our backyard,
Jeff,
and we would never get the people out of here.
Okay, go down all the restaurants facing quarter G. There are many, and they're all the front door is all facing the main road.
But let's just
now he's going to backtrack. This is
That's
what he
not
does,
on
y'all.
the same strip. It's
See what he does.
It's such an island up there. Like you've got to want to go up there to be up there.
Dude,
there's only one that's facing. One front door that's facing, and you know what it is? Buffalo Wild Wings. And their wings and beer. It's different. If Bob Evans had some liquor and beer, it'd still be alive today.
If Bob Evans
Not enough old freaking people live out here.
If Bob Evans had liquor and beer, we wouldn't be doing this podcast right now. We would still be there eating.
That's true. That's true.
Hey, but listen, let me say this real quick before we go. So we were just talking about A, Chaz, and B, F.U.P.As. And I told you a minute ago that Chaz texted me. He just texted me because he thought we might be at Adelphia's, which we're not. And he said, there's a woman sitting in front of us that is super loud and has a F.U.P.A peeking out of her jeans.
Does he think it's you? Well, then why'd he ask? Because that's how I'd take it.
I'm going to ask him, is that why you thought I was there?
Do you think it's me?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's too funny.
Young guys, they don't think, they just speak. Of course, he just wanted you to see it probably, or thought about it. But anyway.
No, he probably thought loud and F.U.P.A and thought me. That's so funny. Anyway, we've covered a lot of problems.
We have.
We have the solutions to a lot of issues.
We do. We haven't even scratched the surface yet.
But I'm still mad at you that you just hated on sheets, so I don't know that I'm going to talk to you the rest of the night. Sorry.
Mission accomplished.
All right, bye. I'm done. Good night,
Good night, y'all.
Bye.